morning, Carp Basin. Today is Wednesday, December 7th. I'm Ivy.
I'm Kobe. On today's show, we'll be talking about CSIS, French Prime Minister, and Nissan Stadium.
So let's get the show started. Last Thursday, the Chattanooga School of Arts and Sciences experienced a tense afternoon as a lockdown kept students and faculty on campus for hours. The lockdown was triggered after a suspect in an officer-involved shooting was believed to be in the area. Immediately, police and SWAT surrounded the school. For hours, students hid in the classroom, shielded by the teachers and other staff, while parents waited anxiously outside. For the principal of CSAS and other faculty, the sole priority was keeping the students safe. Now to weather.
Today's weather: partly sunny, highs in the upper 40s to mid 50s, light winds. Tonight, cloudy, slight chance of rain after midnight, slight chance of rain and snow early in the morning, lows in the lower to mid 30s, light winds, chance of precipitation 20%. Thursday, decreasing clouds, a 20% chance of rain in the morning and early afternoon, highs in the mid 30s to mid 40s, north winds 5 miles per hour, 15 miles per hour. Thursday night, partly cloudy, colder, lows 15 to 20 miles per hour, new winds 5 miles or 2 miles per hour. Friday, sunny, highs in the upper 20s and 30s, north winds 5 miles per hour, 10 miles per hour. Friday night, clear, lows around 17 degrees. Now the world news to Matthew.
French Prime Minister Manuel Valls announced Monday that he would seek the presidency in next year's election. Valls will run against others for the Socialist Party's candidacy, and if successful, he will likely face Francois Fillon of the Republican Party and Marine Le Pen of the far-right Front National in the first round of the presidential election next spring. The announcement Monday came during a news conference in Évry, where Valls previously served as mayor before being elected to the National Assembly. Prior to serving as Prime Minister, Valls was France's Interior Minister. Fact of the day: it would take 11 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of the other to measure the Gulf of Mexico at its deepest point. That's all for World News 9 RPSA.
What do a high school student, a single mom in her mid-20s, and a returning war veteran all have in common? They're each perfect candidates for a rewarding career in construction. You may or may not know about the surge in demand for skilled craft professionals in America. Sure, you hear a lot about the state of the economy, but you don't often hear the fact that an additional 2 million craft professionals will be needed by 2017. This increased demand means job security for those who are certified.
Welcome to sports. I'm Matthew.
And we're missing our good friend Teddy today. We built this memorial in his remembrance.
But anyways, let's get into this. The most prestigious award in college football, the Heisman Trophy, will be handed out Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern and Monday evening. The Heisman Committee surprised many when they announced that there will be 5 finalists for the trophy. The finalists are D.D. Westbrook, Deshaun Watson, Jabril Peppers, Baker Mayfield, and Lamar Jackson. Oregon fired their coach, his last name was Helfrich. He compiled a coaching record of 37-16 over four seasons, which certainly doesn't sound that bad. But on paper, Oregon was just pretty justified in its decision. The Ducks lost to Oregon State on Saturday to wrap up a 4-8 season. But before we get into this, let's talk about how significant this firing is. Oregon hasn't fired a head coach in 40 years. The last time was the 1976 firing of Don Reed. Much of that is because Oregon's system of successfully promoting from within has, for the most part, worked out quite well for the program. And we don't have Teddy here to ask him how he thinks Oregon will end up. So I guess that's all for sports down in Hannah.
For today's lunch and line 1 is vegetable beef soup, toasted cheese sandwich, baby carrots, fresh cocktail, fresh oranges. Lunch in line 2 is hamburger, trim mix, baked fries, baby carrots, mixed fruit. Tomorrow's breakfast in line 1 is cinnamon and strawberry bagel. Tomorrow's breakfast in line 2 is banana bread and yogurt. That's all for lunch and breakfast and other local news.
We can bring it on the floor. Never danced like this before. We don't talk about it. Dancing on, do the boogie all night.
Locals at Nissan Stadium are getting ready for a big toy drive on Tuesday. Everyone knows about the Salvation Army and the angel trees, where you pick a child off the tree and buy them Christmas presents.
Well, every year there are some that do not get picked, and this drive aims to make sure those kids get presents too. The Salvation Army has been around doing good for over 100 years. This year, they hope to provide gifts for 8,000 children and elderly folks, or angels, as they like to call them. Now to our sponsors.
Ever since 1997, I've never been out of work, and I can attribute that to construction. And if you perform and you do good, there's always work.
You talk about blue-collar worker, the students that are graduating through our program are making anywhere between $1,500 and $2,000 a week. So I don't know if that's blue-collar. It's a little bit more than blue-collar, but we're real busy, and there's a need in industry right now for these individuals.
All right, before we get into this, Teddy isn't dead. He's just on a field trip.
Okay, for today's announcements.
We still have the email for any videos or pictures you would like to be put on Cbtv.
Winter Formal is December 17th.
Knowledge test is December 19th.
December 20th is abbreviated day, followed by Christmas break, which ends January 5th.
Happy birthday to Connor Wright, and yesterday's birthdays were Trace Mitchell and Jacob Berger.
HOSA has to be, their testing has to be done this week. The deadline's Friday.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
What happened to the cat who ate a ball of yarn? She had mittens.
That's all we have for today's show.
So see you tomorrow on CBTV News at 9.